Okay. Okay! Wow, this song really is going on for like 10 minutes, isn't it? Okay, next song. All these Advance Wars extended songs are like very extended. I bought a seizure for a split second. Look, my webcam, it struggles. It struggles to keep up with me, okay? There isn't really a seam in the shoulder, is there? There's no seam in the shoulder there. Let's see. I really want to play an Advance Wars game now. Okay. Where's this layer at? Where's this layer at? No, no, no. There we go! Ayo, that my boy Welkin! Hello, Starboy Roll! It is, and it's me cosplaying as him. Why does she have a tomboy haircut? I don't know, I thought it looked good. I could give myself like an alternative long hair version. Like, I can have long hair, too. I just thought the short hair looked good. Drawing hair is fun. It's fun, but it also can be challenging to, like, find shapes that look nice. There, bonus. Bonus long hair version. I still think the short hair version looks good, though. I think the short hair version looks really cool, but I'll add in a long hair version. There you go. I won't mess with it too much more. Short hair maple look cool. I still prefer long hair maple. Ah. All right. Maybe I'll post both versions. I'll post both versions on Twitter. Okay. I guess if I'm gonna do that, I also have to add my side fluffies. Now it looks more like me. It looks more like me now. Yeah, it looks more like me now. But I like both. I think they both look cool. Well, I think the reason that I decided to draw this is that like I think like 3 or 4 people said Commander Maple in a tank, Maple commanding the leaf buds. Like there were a few of people wanting to like me to be a commander, so I just kind of combined them all, and I figured that looked kind of popular among the requests that I got. So this music is so intense that it's like. This is better. Okay, now I'm back to my my mind space. Maple in Edelweiss in Field of Edelweiss. Could I ask for something a bit bigger? I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream now because we've almost been live for 5 hours. I don't know. The time got away from me. I got so into drawing this drawing that I didn't realize the time go by. Is this Mario Paint music? Yeah. This more accurately reflects what my brain is like than the other music. Like serious music for the serious drawing was good, but like ba 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 da, ba ba ba. Oh, thank you for the follow, Starboy Roll. If you like Valkyria Chronicles, I've been doing a full playthrough of it, and my YouTube channel will have all of the VODs so far, and we're gonna be finishing the game live next week. So if you want to watch the VODs, they're all gonna be they're all on my YouTube. And if you want to watch my playthrough of it, you can skip through it. And I want to make like highlight clips. I know that people have clipped like some of the funniest moments, so I want to try to maybe combine all the clips into like a compilation video from the whole playthrough. But yeah, it's been really fun, and hopefully we're gonna be finishing it next week. Yeah. Long-haired Galleon Maple gives off Silvaria vibes. Really? Whoa. Hate dealing with Silvaria in that game. She's cool, but she's very tough. I got so lucky on the mission with the big tank, where she's supposed to like harass all your troops and kill them all. She just kind of chilled out with her Imperial bros like in the corner of the map, and she never moved from there. So I got really lucky. Okay, I will post the art after stream. Yeah, I did get very lucky in the Barious Ruins. Yeah. I've had some pretty good luck. Okay. Okay, that's the art. Let me get rid of Welkin. Let's get rid of Welkin because he served his purpose. I actually kind of want to finish it into like a full drawing. I kind of want to finish it. Look at that. Oh, Shadow Skyer. By the way, if you want to request something like involved like this, can I commission you for a PNG of your VTube model Galleon uniform when I get it in? Maybe? Like, okay, here's the thing. I've had people ask me for commissions. And here's all the other drawings. Here's everything else. I've had people ask me for commissions, and I really want to take commissions because, like, that's like I think it's fun to draw things for people and money that I can invest to more stream gear and stuff. However, I suck a lot at deadlines, like very badly, and anxiety can get the better of me often. If I'm like, oh, this costs money, that this person I haven't done enough to be worth their money, you know, I get really in my head if there's money attached to things. Is that a Space Marine? Yes. Okay, here, let me make all of these drawings smaller so they all fit in one page. Hang on. Look. There you go. Now everything fits on one page. There you go. But I don't know. I took a commission over a year ago and I never finished it. and it weighs on me every single day. And you'd think, well, just finish it then. Every time I look at it, I see my own failures. I have to be mentally stronger before I can take commissions. I would love to, and I'm very flattered by the request, but maybe hold that energy. Give me a little more time. Give me a little more time. I'd love to do a lot of more drawing and commissions and stuff. Hello, Eds! Nice Pikachu. It's Pika Slash! That thing on the far left can see all my sins. Oh, you mean Mr. Sir? But one day I want to get some more confidence, and I need to improve like my discipline and professionalism and stuff, and then I want to take all the commissions. I want to take all of them. I think you're really talented. Oh, thank you. Well, unfortunately, being able to draw and being able to draw as a career are not the same thing, as I've learned in my life. So hopefully I would like to make like drawing commission work like a bigger part of my content creator thing that I do. But I don't know. One day at a time. One day. You need confidence and discipline as well. I think most people probably could use some help in that area. If you're not taking those commissions, it's for really elaborate and yeah, I don't want to take not safe for work commissions. Because I'm not comfortable with drawing not safe for work stuff, and I don't think I could do as well of a job as other people who already enjoy that and specialize in drawing that. But I think I could do like PNG tubers. I could do like VTuber models. I could do a lot of things if I got my ship in order. But anyway, I won't dwell on that now because we had a fun drawing stream and we had a fun chatting time, and that's what I'm gonna think about. Good night, Baron. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming by. Maybe you could start with small stuff, $5 sketches that you do right away on stream. Time box to force you to keep you from apologizing over it. Okay, but I wouldn't want to do anything less than the quality of this drawing right here. And how long did that take me? Like an hour? So, you know, fun and gave me a lot to think about. Oh, I did talk a lot. I did talk a lot. That's true. If I were just totally concentrating, I don't know how long it would take me. But then it wouldn't make for an interesting stream. Like, would it really make for an interesting stream if I just sat there drawing quietly? I don't know. And that's the thing. Like, I'm worried about the quality of the art, but I also have to be worried about the quality of the stream. You know, it's a balancing act. Like, am I still filling dead air in such a way to make it an interesting stream? You have to be on that grind to do commissions. V2 model making stream. I've thought about doing like Discord drawing streams where I just draw in Discord silently, but I've done a couple of those and nobody watches, and it's like, why even bother? Like, I'm not gonna expect you guys to watch me just draw quietly. And it's I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch silent drawing streams. I don't watch them either, so like, how could I expect anybody else to? Just join Discord so you never know. Yeah, I'm very active in my Discord. I know, did you announce them? No. But I don't want to bother everybody with pings. Don't know if you would watch that? Yeah, I wouldn't. It's okay to be honest about it. I know that somebody earlier mentioned when we were talking about like the chat and like how my chat tends to be like on the older side. I know that there was a comment that I really liked, but I didn't read at the time because I think I was talking about something else. But somebody said how, I think it was Droppin' Otacon who said that, because the name was Purple, that that in my Discord, that my Discord moves fast, and like a lot of conversation is in there, and I'm actually really proud of that too, and I love talking to everybody in there. So I really enjoy the Discord, and I hope that you guys do too. And even if you only want to join to just lurk and maybe join watch-alongs when those happen and just get notifications about stream, that's totally fine. You can join it and never talk. There's a lot of people. There's like 200 people in that Discord, and they don't all talk all the time. Can you make a specific role for it? That's not a bad idea. I actually haven't made any special roles in the Discord. There's only the standard like approved member role, which is the Leaf Bud role, and which is just like to get permission into the server. Like once you do the verification thing, the verification bot, you get the Leaf Bud role, which gives you full access to the server. But other than that, the only other thing is the Twitch integration for subs, and that only gets you access to one channel, which is Subzone, which has like previews of my 2.0 model and stuff, and like asking for feedback. But that's pretty much it. So I could make more roles of like watch along role, game night role, that type of thing. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a really good idea, but I have to It's always a party in the Subzone. Nah, it's mostly me being insecure. It's mostly me going in there and being like, would you guys watch this? Am I any good? That's mostly what Subzone is. And Subzone, all of the moping I do in Subzone is like a watered down version of what I do in the mod chat. I'm grateful to my mods for putting up with me. Okay. There's all the art we drew. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Okay, so let's go to our chatting screen. I dislike everyone pings for stuff I don't want to know about. The only time I have done an everyone ping is when I recently was like, oh, hang on, I have to scoop myself down a little bit. 1 second. The only time I've done an everyone ping is no, is when I recently did one to ask everybody to follow my YouTube channel. That's it. I try to make the server like not very invasive. There aren't many channels on purpose because I feel like if there's too many channels, people will like feel like they need to splinter their conversations into like oh, I want to talk about art, but this is the music channel. Where do I talk about? Like, I try to have a few channels so it's easy, and so everybody can kind of just like talk wherever. But yeah. Yeah, because I've been in other Discord servers, other VTuber servers where they're like, they have a full set of channels for like each sub tier, and then they have or like some big, like really big communities. I mean, when you get really big, like I guess that there's like many conversations simultaneously that people want to have, and it'd be too hard if they were all in one channel. So, I get that. But I guess I guess if you could call, I guess the Leaf Bud community, it's so nice that I get to say that. Makes me so happy. Is this Grusa's theme? Yes. It's just a compilation of Nintendo music that I like to listen to. Wait, why am I like not center with my crown? There we go. Leaf Bud, cute, yeah. But if there came to be a day where like people want to have like a bunch of conversations at the same time and it's getting difficult to keep them separate, then I think I would add more channels. But honestly, right now, like I feel like I want to get rid of a few. Like I feel like maybe Animal Zone and Media Share Zone could be turned into the same thing, and Twilight Zone doesn't really need to exist. It's just me to dump like random idle posts. You'll understand if you go join the Discord. If you're not interested in Discord, don't worry about it. But there's, that's my thinking. That's my thinking. Pretty much everything. That's what I was saying earlier. Like that people that I think that streamers don't. How do I put this? How do I put this? I think I put a lot of thought into my decisions as to like how I want to structure the stream, the type of vibe I want to make, how I want the Discord to look and feel like, you know, like the type of vibe I'm going for. I put a lot of effort into the vibe, into making it like as open to new people as possible, and like low stress as possible, and like low commitment. So like, so people, I don't know. I don't want people to feel guilty for not being more involved. I don't want them to feel excluded for not being more involved. I just want people to feel like as included as possible to whatever degree they want to engage with the community. And I agree with that and like that's a strong feeling I have in the chat too. Like that's why for the art request streams, like I could make it sub only. And that would probably make things a lot easier, like in terms of having fewer requests to go through. But I don't wanna. Because like some of my favorite moments from art streams have been in like someone joins for the first time and maybe they were having a rough day and I drew something for them the moment they came in. And they're like, wow, that you made that for me? And that makes me happy that I could do that. So I try to put as few barriers on things as I can, and that's why the subzone isn't used. Like the only time I've used the subzone to barrier content was when we did the TF2 stream, because the way I had the game set up, I didn't know how to hide, like I didn't have UI mods at the time that I realized I could have hid the chat and stuff. So I didn't want to risk putting the IP to like just my general Twitch chat, because some lurker could come in there and like spam gamer words and ruin it for everybody. So in that situation, I did only drop the IP in subzone. However, in the future, I want to always try to make things like as accessible to people without paywalling as possible. That's a big deal for me. Thank you for the follow, Havad. Hello.
That's a lot of damage.
and like I've said before, like one of the biggest inspirations that made me want to stream is Vincent Vinesauce and Joel Vargskeletor and a bunch of the other Vinesauce streamers, but those two like especially in particular. And they like I'm very much of like, maybe it's like an outdated mentality for the current streamer meta. But that's very much like the thinking that I have. It's like if I can create the kind of vibe that I enjoyed watching their streams, then I think I'm on the right track. Nice background, thank you. Chat and I made it together. Remember, February's almost over, so start thinking about what we're gonna do for March. What we're gonna do for our March background. Let's do it monthly. We gotta start thinking about the March one. It's still gonna be winter, cause I'm in Canada. Horny streamers, it's not even just about the horny thing. I'm talking more about like I can go into some big creators and they'll be like non-subs KYS. And I'm like I know you're joking, but like people are giving you their attention. They're watching you when they could be doing literally anything else. And you're gonna be so rude because like I don't know. That kind of thing grinds my gears. I don't know. I'm honored enough to just have like anybody's attention. That I don't like people who put viewers down for not being subs. I hate that. I really hate that. But I mean, I always think about this, and it's something I've mentioned before. But it infuriates you? Yeah, me too. And well, maybe not that specifically, but like the point of like putting down like I'll see big streamers be like, oh, what did you say? You're criticizing me? Oh, you're a non-sub. Poor, banned. What? I don't know. I don't like it. But then again, I suppose when you have like thousands and thousands of people watching you, like what's one viewer, right? But I don't know. I just don't like that philosophy. Oh yeah, that whole if you can spare the time to watch my content for free, then you owe me $5. Like, oh my god. Nobody owes me anything. You guys could be reading a novel or watching a movie or playing a video game or doing literally anything else with your time. It's on me to make this stream worth your time. So that's why I'm just extremely honored that I have anybody watching me and anybody in my chat at all, especially given how competitive streaming is and content creation is and YouTubing is, and not even VTubing alone, like, but just content creation in general. You know, like, you guys could be binging anime right now. You know, it's like you could be binging anime right now, like I've been doing. I've been binging Bakuman. I love it. That thinking is why I started sharing my painting in your Discord, which I do while you stream. Ah, I'm so glad. That mindset is why you are and will remain successful. Well, I'm very grateful for the success that I've had so far, but I don't take it for granted. Like, I remember, it sticks with me all the time that I once was listening to a radio show, and someone earlier said that streaming is a lot like radio. And it is. I kind of think of it as like being a busker in a way, you know? So it's like I have to work hard to try to keep people's attention and to make this a stream worth their time, but it's also like radio for the eye, kind of, yeah. And I used to listen to a lot of radio and I still listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff, especially like comedian podcasts and stuff. And audiobooks I used to be really into. I should get back into that. That's audiobooks and Minecraft. Oh, chef's kiss. But yeah, it's I guess that's my thinking. It's like the line that's what I was saying. That's what I was gonna say. I heard a radio show guy say the thing with being a daily radio show is that you're only as good as your last stream. Or your last broadcast. Like, you're only as good as your last show, because every single moment of every single new show, this is what I think about. Every single moment of every single stream is an opportunity for someone to find me for the first time. And what impression am I making on them when they're here? Like, when someone clicks into my stream for the very first time, Maple, what's this? What impression do I make on them when they click in? And that's why, like, I work really hard to try to keep talking and varying. Like, I wonder if other VTubers think about this stuff as much as I do. Like, I wonder if I'm like not talented enough and therefore I need to think this hard. But like, what am I gonna say next? What tone of voice am I gonna say it? I have to make sure that I say it carefully. I gotta choose my words carefully. Maybe I'll do some maybe I could do a noise. Would they like if I did this? What should I do for the next topic? Like, that's why I love streaming. I find it so engaging. I find it so mentally engaging for my weird, easily distracted brain that I can use like 100% of brain power. And honestly, after stream, like I'm kind of exhausted. Like I need a snack. I need to restore my brain glucose and stuff. But I don't know. It's and like, if something happens, like, how do I choose to react? If something appears on the screen, like, I gotta quickly try to think of, can I think of a funny comparison? Like, what like, I don't know. It's more of us have anxiety than don't. Yup. Should probably not mention this, but this channel is top 0.5% of all English channels. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's true that, believe it or not, there are so many people who have hit stream at least once and therefore count as like a streamer, that little old me is like in in the 1%. And that's wild. And extremely flattering, and it gives me a lot of confidence that I'm doing something right and that I've been doing something right. But still breaking through to the big leagues, so to speak, like partner and beyond is it's like a whole other challenge. And I just gotta keep going. Down with the 1%. Hey! I'd like to think I'm one of the good ones. I don't know. There's a lot more I could be doing, I suppose, but hang on. Let me scroll up a little bit. Your forethought is commendable. Thank you. I'm glad that my tendency to overthink and ruminate has led me to some good decisions. Decisions stem from mindset, so mindset is the first step to decision. Yeah, so that's why, like, that's why I say, like, I think I needed to be at a certain level of maturity before I could do this seriously. Like, I used to stream on, like, some rando, like, throwaway accounts that I would make and just, like, send the link to my friends and do essentially art request streams with them. And it would always be so fun, and I always think, like, why don't I do this more? But I don't think I had the maturity at the time to do it. You're a good bean on the right track. Oh, thank you, Corporal. French Revolution sounds intensify. French Revolution, more like French vanilla, which I wish I had right now, because my throat's kind of sore, and it would be really, really tasty. The weather's been pretty nice lately, so maybe tomorrow I'll go for a walk and get one. Okay, I've rambled for long enough, I think. -2. What? The Timmy's always calls, of course. You got 3 people max anytime you stream, but you don't get on the mic because when you watch a game stream, you're usually not looking for commentary. So people might be more inclined to hang out if you were talkative and better at paying attention to chat. I'm not good at noticing people chatting. It takes practice. It really does. Like, I don't know if I'm at a position where I have, like, the authority to give advice on being a streamer. Like, I don't know if advice from me would be helpful or not, but if anybody wants advice from me on streaming, you're welcome to DM me, seriously. Like, I'm totally fine with that. If you're just like, hey, I want to get into streaming, or I'm doing this, or can you check this out? Is there anything maybe I can improve? Like, I can't promise I could get to it in good time, but if it's general advice, I could probably give that quicker. But if you want me to watch a VOD or something, that might be harder. Same for art tips. I feel like if I'm in a position where I have some reach to people, I want to try to be helpful. And yeah, a big part of being a streamer is like what streams you enjoy and what you enjoy in streams and the type of stream that you want to make. And watching other streams and observing like the choices that the streamer has made and stuff. Like, other people have much different approaches to streaming than I do. Like, you'll see someone like Ludwig who is like extremely like the Mr. Beast grind set, you know, like whatever I'm talking about, I need to think about how will this turn into a clip. I'm thinking of editing while I'm streaming. Like, just very algorithm driven, like results driven. Totally valid way to approach streaming. Or people who like, there's so many different approaches. But I think that, and I think every different approach will resonate with its own audience. So, I don't know. I think streaming is so interesting. I really love it. I've watched a lot of streams, and I could talk about it a lot. But I almost feel like it starts to be like I've told you guys I used to listen to Joe Rogan, right? Before COVID, before he went like nuts, like on the good old YouTube days, right? I mean, arguably he always was kind of like, but some of my favorite podcasts were just him and like some other, like where he would just have on like Bill Burr, who would just like talk about his process. Like those, I never watched any of the episodes with like random MMA guy or something. I always watched the ones with people I knew or like documentarians or scientists or something. And especially the ones with stand-up comedians I admire, and listening to them like talk shop about comedy. Sometimes it gets to be a bit repetitive. It's like, okay, Joe, are you really spending 12 hours writing? But like, it feels a little bit like self-indulgent for the two of them. But I don't know. I like talking shop. I really enjoy it. You're on the right track. Just keep working hard, and eventually you'll get bigger onto it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That you guys have confidence that you guys have faith that I'm going to keep improving gives me a lot of confidence. I want you to know that. So I'm gonna this year I'm at a point in my life where I'm thinking year to year, not like day to day or month to month. So I'm not thinking like, where am I gonna be in 6 months? I'm thinking like, how much better is my art gonna be like a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Where am I gonna be? What you know, the animal conversation. Yo, Jamie, pull up. Yo, Jamie, pull that up. Pull up gorilla with no hair. He's jacked, bro. So silly. I used to, even like lately, even when he has on like one of the most recent episodes where he had like Bill Burr on, all he talked about was COVID, and I'm so done. Joe, I'm sorry, I'm so done. I'll just listen to the Monday morning podcast instead. I'm so done. I can't take it. I've had enough. But yeah, that's why this is like, I don't know, this is the training arc here. This is the training arc. I feel like everything, all the time spent live, all the time, it won't have been wasted. Even I really believe that even time streaming to like one person, two people, it's not wasted, because you're getting more comfortable with talking, you're getting more comfortable with reading a chat at the same time. And honestly, streaming is almost unfair. Streaming is almost unfair because when you start, you have to do the most difficult thing. How would you react if you got invited onto Joe Rogan? I mean, I would go, because isn't it like the biggest podcast in the world now? I'd be a fool not to go, but honestly, I don't know if he and I would get along well. I don't know if we would. I don't know how much patience I have for some of the tangents he likes to go on, you know? Joe talking about VTubers would be interesting. At some point, he's gonna have a VTuber on the show, and it's probably gonna be like Iron Mouse or something, or like maybe Kathon. One day he might, or you know what? Code Miko. She might do it. That would be cool. One day we're gonna get like, I think VTubing is just gonna keep silently improving and growing, and then one day it's gonna like break into the mainstream, and there's gonna be like a TV show about VTubers on Fox or like or it's gonna be like American Idol, but it's gonna be VTubers. Wasn't American Idol on Fox? Or what CNBC? I don't know American channels. CBS, CNN, NBC. I don't. They all blur together. When's a Joe Rogan AI generated conversations about V? Oh, I love the AI stuff. Oh, it's so funny. VTuber NCIS. American Idol was on Fox and then moved to ABC. Okay, I was right. Yeah, like some kind of like American Idol Dancing with the Stars style reality show of VTubers. Like these five celebrities are using VTuber models to conceal their identity. Who will win? It's coming. It's coming. I think I actually saw something like that already. But anyway, what was I getting at with mentioning Joe Rogan for? Oh yeah, talking shop about streaming. The point is, I like talking shop about streaming. So that's the point I was trying to make with that whole tangent. Is that I like talking about streaming. I think it's interesting. NCIX was a Canadian computer store. Yeah, I only recently, within the last 6 months, discovered that they don't exist anymore. What if we're talking to an AI this whole time, chat? I wonder if I could do a Neurosama impression. Of course you're just talking to an AI. That's me, silly. even better. That Mystery Singer show, but with VTuber models. Yeah, Mystery Singer show with VTuber models. That's a great idea. Let's do that. Good idea, chat. Maple cringe. Maple cringe? Why are you saying that I'm cringe? I'm not cringe. I'm an AI. I mean, I actually think Neurosama is like really cool tech. I kind of want Neurosama's tech as like a little mascot on my stream. Are we still rambling? Yeah. Yeah. But I kind of want like the tech that makes Neurosama work. I kind of want that as like a mascot on my stream. And like I could have like I could have, can you imagine to always have somebody to bounce off of? But I remember one more point that I was making, and then I swear I'll end stream. I swear. I swear. The last thing I was gonna say is that it is unfair that when you're starting streaming, the hardest thing to do as a streamer is to not have a chat. That is the hardest thing to do as a streamer. And I have heard people say that when you are starting and when you are big, those are the times that you need to have that skill. Because when you're starting and you have like one person in your chat and they're lurking, you can't be quiet because there's always a chance someone's going to click into your stream. If you're not talking and someone clicks into your stream, they're going to click out. So you have that challenge of like, it's really, really difficult. And honestly, if you have any friends that you're comfortable telling about, like, that you want to stream, friends, family, anybody that you're comfortable sharing the fact that you're going to stream with, just having somebody in the chat makes it so much more comfortable to get started. You got to talk to nobody in case somebody shows up. Exactly. It's really hard. And then once you've overcome that barrier, if you can overcome that barrier, and it's hard, it's really hard. My first 6 months of streaming sucked. like I feel like I've grown a lot since then. But then apparently when you have like 1,000 people, 5,000 people in your chat, you're essentially talking to no one again. You're essentially talking to nobody again. Because there's too many people to really riff off of. Like if you go into a big streamer's chat and you see how fast it goes with all just emotes, it's like you can't really stop and read anybody's comment. Like I'm reading all your comments right now. I couldn't do that in a big stream. It would just go become a hive mind. Exactly. And I think there's something really fun about like being one member of a big hive mind, like watching a big event like AGDQ or something. Like it's like being part of a crowd at a concert, you know? There's an excitement about that. But as the streamer, it becomes less about interacting with your chat being the content and more about them just watching you do something. So like a lot of bigger streamers that have these huge communities, it's more like the chat is all together just watching the person do something. And what the content has to becomes more on like just letting chat react to whatever the streamer is choosing to do. So like you lose the interaction. VTuber ignores all of our messages. No, I want to make sure that I make my point. I'm reading everything, I promise. I just want to make sure that I make my point before switching, because I can get knocked off track like really easily. Ultimate proof is the majority of the users on the internet aren't still AI. Oh, okay, that was about AI. The mental gaslight to get going is always act like you're recording a YouTube video. Yeah, I've heard that one. That's good advice. I agree with that. Hang on. What you mean to say is streaming with no chatters would give you a reason not to feel weird about responding to the voices. Well, yeah. I mean, there are some people who love that kind of thing. Starting to stream Sounds truly... It's scary. It's really scary to press start stream for the very first time and to be putting yourself out there. But I always tell people, like, I never had a debut. You know how a lot of people do, like a big debut production? I never did one. I just, when I was happy enough with my model, I went live. And that's it. And I was lucky that I had some friends, that being my mods, who were willing to watch me. and give me somebody to talk to and feel like I wasn't alone. And I was very, very, very grateful to have that, like that cushion of having some company at the very beginning. So yeah, pretty much all the mods were like the OG, like 3 viewer average. I've never seen first time debuts really pay off unless it's corpo backed. Maybe. I think that the idea of putting on like a big show for your community is really cool. Like making a big event for people to get excited about. Like Jean Famous, Jets, she did her new model debut yesterday, and she had like a lore video and a song cover and stuff. And like, it was so cool. It was so fun watching it and being a part of like the excitement of the chat of everybody watching it. And I love that. I really want to be able to make that kind of experience for you guys one day, but it's also a lot of work and a lot of effort. Like, so there were so many people involved in making making that event happen that she put on, and so much work put into it. I could tell. And like, you know how that lore video she made, that lore video alone probably took her months of planning the script, thinking about the lore, thinking about drawing the artwork, getting a voice actor for the other role, this like doing takes for the voice lines, sound effects, music. It's a lot of work, and it's so I admire it so much. Oh, good night, Alex. Thank you for watching. Get some sleep. Cool part of not corpo and streamer events is that the chat and mods also participate by making stuff. Yeah, I love that. Oh, thank you, Synapses. Thank you for the bits. Why are ghosts always sad? Because they're going through things. I want to play Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. That's such a good game. Every time I hear this song, I'm like, I want to play Luigi's Mansion. I think it's cool if you already have an audience, but if you're starting off with nothing, it's a huge financial risk that might not pay off. Yup. Like, nowadays, especially with how expensive, like, high-end VTuber models are starting to get, like, I look at the riggers that I admire, like, the live 2D riggers that I admire, and they're charging, like, 1,000 to 2,000 USD for a rig. And it's, like, it's totally worth that because they're so good. But if you're just trying to get into it, and you want that, like, I'm very, very fortunate that I was in the position that I already had, like, enough art skills that I felt like I could make a model to my satisfaction. And I was able to learn how to do rigging because it was kind of like some things I had done before. Like, it was kind of already like some other animation apps I had tried. So it's labor. Yeah, oh yeah. Live 2D models are, like, super labor intensive. Trust me, I made this one. This one took me 6 months. This model took me 6 months of character design, learning how to do live 2D, and yeah. And I don't know, they're difficult. They're really difficult. But glad you went the V-Roid route. Yep, a very good beginner choice. Very, very good. Honestly, if you're starting out, V-Roid or PNG Tuber. What model? I only see a fleshy elf. my webcam model, of course. I don't know. Sometimes I break kayfabe a little bit, but I can't help it. I love talking shop so much. I love talking about streaming. I can't help myself. But yeah, don't go into debt to be a VTuber if you've never streamed before. I had streamed before and I knew that I liked it, but I just did like voice only. Like I had no representation of myself on screen. I had no webcam, it was just voice only, and it was just to my friends. But I enjoyed it. 'Cause like some people will get into streaming and then realize they don't even like it. Some people get into corporations and then realize they don't like it. You know? So you gotta stream. You gotta see if it's for you. If it's something, you can't stick with it for the long haul if you don't like it. You've been thinking about getting into rigging, just not sure where to start practicing, as I wouldn't make a model beforehand. There are probably models, like free models you can get. You can also offer free rigging to people as like a way to practice and just be like, hey, it's free, you're gonna get what you pay for, you know? That's a good approach. Love having a chat, it's so fun, even if it's one person, right? It's like the way that us internet people have a social life. As we become streamers. Oh dear. We become streamers or we join the community of another streamer or a game or something. Like for the longest time, all of my social life was from MMOs. And I still have friends to this day who are my friends that I met in MMOs. So yeah. The internet is how I survived your teens. Okay. I think my voice is dead and I should let you guys go. I feel like I almost feel like the fact that I can't stop talking, I'm like holding you hostage. I feel bad. Okay. As soon as you got home, you would be in Yahoo RP chat. I was on PHP BB boards like you wouldn't believe. I was RPing in the Neopets forums. I was on Gaia Online. I was on MSN Messenger with my friends from school, who are also the nerds. We didn't meet up and hang out at the mall. We were on MSN Messenger.